Good. Rahim, good to see you again. How was your weekend? Is everything okay?
Yes, it was good.
Did you have time to practice Sasmo questions or you're busy with
I looked at P6 because I thought S1 was a little bit harder for me. So I tried to solve some from P6.
Good. Even actually, you need to solve the solved questions already. If you just solve again and without looking at the solution, can you solve it or not? Because sometimes, to be good at something or to be perfect on something, right? You need to keep practicing the same thing again and again until you understand 100%. Yes, Rahim.
And I checked also the playlist from YouTube that she sent. I looked at previous lessons.
Very good. And I hope, let's see. I will keep this till the end of my life, maybe there. When you grow up, maybe after 20 years, you can show this to your children. Look how I studied math like 20 years ago. Anyway, Rahim, let's continue. Then we have like 2-3 weeks left. And so actually, we have a lot to do, just we have been studying with you maybe the last 3 or 4 months, okay?
On,
But
Mr.
2 hours a week. Hi, Adnan. Well, it's not much, but it's a kind of this year, let's say it's a warm-up year for us. Maybe next year you will get more experience. At that time, we can actually do more stuff. We can go deeper into this, topics. So as you remember, Adnan, welcome. I hope you are doing well. Adnan, we have just started the class. We are starting actually right now. So we have started this 2016, right, S1, and let's try to finish this today. And after that, we will start 2017 papers. So we stopped here, I think. Right? Rahim, you asked this question last time.
What?
Did you ask me this question? In
No.
WhatsApp, you told me that, Mr. Carson, can you explain this again? You remember?
I didn't text you.
Okay. Oh, sorry, it's not you. It was from Tariel. Tariel actually asked me this question. He told me that, Mr. Qasim, I didn't understand. Can you explain this again? Okay, good. Let's start then. Okay, let's try to solve at least 10 questions today. We have like 55 minutes, 50 minutes. So I think that is one of the not challenging, because students, when they look at this question, idea did not come and they tried, and even some groups, we couldn't solve this. Okay, so what do you think, Rahim, Wagif, Adnan? Have a look, and do you have any idea about this rule? As you see here, actually, in every Sasmo, we have one operation question, okay, mathematical operation that's plus inside the circle, it carries out some kind of operation, right? What is it? That means that maybe we just add these numbers together, or we add them and square this and blah, blah, you know what it is. So what do you think? What is the value of A? Number one, and number two, why? Any idea? Wagif, Rahim, Adnan?
I think I have an idea. I just need some time.
Wait, Mr. Thinking about it. 1 second. Oh, wait. Um, 1 second.
Yes.
Oh, wait, but like. I don't.
If I can add you one more to give you a hint. Let's say 7, this plus. What do we have here? Let's say it is 8. Okay. So I can write here. Let's say it is 98.
So something I noticed was that first digits here behind plus, they're the same as the last digits on the answer. For example, 2 and 12, last digit is 2, then 33, 3 is the last digit.
So if I tell you, Rahim, actually for this, always you need to find the general rule here. For example, if I just write here A plus B, what do you think? What is that? How are we obtaining this? It is, if you notice here, it's just A times B plus A times A minus 1. Okay, or also I can just write like this: A times, because A is a common factor, A plus B minus 1, the same thing. So if you look at this, for example, right, it is 2 times 5 plus, the first number is 2, right? So it is 2 times 1. That's equal to 12. Second number is 3, right? 9. It is 3 times 9 plus, first number is 3 times 2. 27, that's equal to 33. And here we have 4 times 3. First number is 4, so 4 times 3. That's equal to 24. So here we have 5 times 9. First number is 5. 5 times 4. That's equal to 45, 65. So here it should be 6 times A plus 6 times 5. That's equal to 96. So if you solve this for A, 6 times A equals 96 minus 30. So what is A? A is 36 over 6. That's equal what? 66, right? 96 minus 30, that's equal to 66. That's equal to 11. Okay. Now, as we practice more and more questions, Rahim, we have more idea. We have never solved this similar. Yeah, we solved operation question, but like this, now you have another idea. Okay, so immediately you have to think fast and just think of different, options, different possibilities.
So in Sasmo, how many minutes are we gonna have to
90.
solve? No, per question, so that we finish in time.
No, it's up to you. You have actually you have 25 questions, and you have 90 minutes, and it's up to you how you manage your time.
3.5 minutes for each question.
But usually, Rahim, the first 15 questions, let's say the first 10 questions,
easy.
they are easy questions. And the next like 5-10 questions, they are medium level questions. And the last 5 questions, or the last 7-8 questions, they are difficult. Especially the last 5 questions, they are hard questions. But Rahim, as you know, question from 16 to 25, each correct answer earns you 4 points, right? And that's why first you need to spend your time on easy questions. And after actually you solve easy questions, then you have to start solving harder questions. And after all, actually they have the same points. Okay, good. And that's why, because the biggest challenge is time. Can you think fast and can you solve fast? Otherwise, If I give you more time, like 20, 30 minutes, you may think and try, you may be able to solve this. But the most important thing is, can you think fast and solve fast? Anyway, next question. How would the pattern appear when the transparent sheet is folded along the dotted line, right? So now if you solve this on a piece of paper, right? Actually, this is paper-based Olympiad, but of course this year, I don't know, it's going to be online most probably, because you told me that all schools are closed in Azerbaijan also. So if, for example, have a ruler, right? You are simply reflecting
See,
this part actually along this line. So to do this
see,
one, if it, very good. It is C, right?
yes.
Because here, this point will be reflected here. So this point will be reflected here. So if you join them here, and also this point, it is like this. Now, this point is here, right?
The
And this
parallel.
point here, it is like this, and also like this. So the answer is C. Good. Rahim, read the question.
There are 11 regions in the diagram on the right. Each region is to be painted with one color. What is the least number of colors needed to paint all regions so that two adjacent regions do not share the same color? What does adjacent mean?
Adjacent means having the same vertex for polygons. Here, adjacent means sharing the border with
Same
each
color.
other. Right? For example, if you look at the map, for example, Azerbaijan, right? Azerbaijan is adjacent to Iran, for example, or Ukraine, or Turkey,
Okay.
for example, because they share the border. As see here,
Okay.
this region, let me just write here, region 1, for example, it is adjacent to region 2. And that's why we cannot use the same color to color these regions. Otherwise, it will be confusing, right? That's why. That's why also, if you look at the world map, we don't have any two countries who share their border but have the same color. Okay.
Okay. So how many minutes can we have?
2 minutes, Rahim, 2 minutes. In this kind of question, let me just give you one hint, okay? You should start numbering, okay, or using the paint from the innermost or from the region which has the most number of borders to other regions, which means that here the central circle, right?
Answer 6. D.
Answer is 6.
6. Yes, D.
It's a lot, Rahim.
A lot?
Yeah. Okay, the question says, what is the least number of colors, right?
Yeah, I got least. Wait, let me think.
Did you start from the innermost circle? Let's say, for example, let's say we use here color number 1.
Yes, yes. Yes.
Then here, it should be
letters
different. It
first.
is color 2.
Start from here.
Use a lot, Rahim. Now here, look, Rahim, here if you use 1, okay, here 2, and this one should be 3 because it cannot be 1 or 2. But now this border, right, it's not sharing, it's not adjacent to region 1 or region 2 or region
Why?
3. So I can use 2 here, right?
But it is adjacent to region 1.
No, it
It
can
has
be region 1 because
border.
region 1 is using different color 1, color 2, color 3.
Ah, I didn't look at it like this.
So now 1, 2, I can use color 3. Because I'm just numbering the color. We are using different colors and the colors are
Right.
numbered. So here we have 1, 2, 3, and here I cannot use 1, color 2, color 3. So I must use new color here. Let's say this 4. That's it. So 2, 4, I can use here, for example, 3.
Yes, that one
2,
doesn't
3,
matter.
it is 1. Yeah.
Main thing is inner circle.
3, 2, it is
I
4
thought-
here. 3, 2, 1 here. 4, 3, I can use 2 here.
I didn't look at it this one.
But if you try with 3, actually it doesn't work, you know, because if you start here 1, 2, 3, anyway, you must use one more different color. So the least number of colors needed to paint all the regions here is 4.
Okay. Yes, next question.
Wagif, are you here?
Yes, Mr.
Wagif, can you read the question for us at least? After that, you continue having rest.
Yeah, of course, Mr. AB, AC and BC are the diameters of 3 circles shown on the diagram. Given that AB, I don't, what's that, Mr. Divided? Yeah.
Yeah, the
Divided
ratio
by
of
BC.
AB to BC is equal to 3
3
to 2.
3 divided by 2. What percentage of the largest circle is unshaded?
What percentage of the largest circle is unshaded? As here we are given 3 circles here, the biggest one, and from the biggest circle we are just removing 2 circles, right, from that circle. So the question is, what percentage of the largest circle is unshaded? What we have to use is just we are going to use a very simple formula, right? We know that number 1, if you are given a circle, let's say the diameter, you know the diameter means 2 radii, right? 2 radii. I mean, in terms of the what is it, area, we know that that's equal to pi r squared, right? And what is r? From here, r is equal to d over 2. So I can actually find the area of the circle using d, right? That is pi times d over 2 squared, or which is equal to 1 over 4 pi d squared. So now here we are given 3 circles. Let's say this one is the largest one, A1. A2 is the second largest one. A3 is the third largest one. And what is, let's say, and what is, let's say, for example, it says that AB to BC, it is 3 to 2, right? Which means that if AB is equal to 3x and BC should be 2x, which means that AC is equal to AB plus BC, it should be 5x. Now from here, what is AB? AB,
5x.
A1, the largest circle. So that's diameter is 5x. So that's equal to 1 over 4. Let me just write here, pi over 4 times 5x squared. And how about A2? A2 is pi over 2.
Wait,
Its
wait,
diameter is
wait.
3x.
Wait,
A1 is the largest circle. A2 is the second
Wait.
largest circle. A3 is the smallest circle.
why did you take pi?
No, to find the area. How do you find the area? 1 over 4 pi d squared, right? Area of a circle.
Yes.
So the area of the second largest circle is equal to its diameter is 3x. So here we have 3x squared. And how about A3, the smallest one? It is equal to pi over 4. This is 4, right? Pi over 4 times, it is just 2x. So it is 2x squared. Okay. Now, what is the question here? We should understand the question. What percentage of the largest circle is unshaded? So as you see here, this unshaded regions, right? The areas of these two circles. So that
Why
means that
one
here,
fourth?
huh?
Why 1/4? Isn't it 1/2?
1/2?
Yes, why 1/4?
No, in terms of diameter. What is the area of the circle? It is pi r squared, right?
Yes.
What is the radius? It is diameter over 2. Diameter means 2 radii, right? So if you substitute d over 2 for r, here we have d over 2 squared. So which is equal to pi d squared over 4, right?
Okay.
Okay, that's it, Rahim. Now we need to know what we should we calculate. Okay, that's asking that what percentage of the largest circle is unshaded. Unshaded region is here. What is it? That is A2 plus A3. So these regions are unshaded. And out of what? The biggest circle, right? That is A1. So what percentage? So I need to multiply this by 100%. So now if you calculate this, what is A2? A2 is pi over 3, right? Pi over 3, 9x squared. Sorry, pi over 4. So that is pi over 4 times 9x squared. And how about A3? A3 is equal to pi over 4 times 4x squared over, and how about A1? A1 is pi over 4 times 25x squared. Now, as I see here, pi over 4, it's a common factor. And x squared is a common factor. If you just take them out, right, a pi over 4 cancel with this pi over 4, and also x squared. And simply, we are dividing numerator and denominator by pi over 4 times x squared. At that time, what is that in the numerator? We have 9 plus 4. In the denominator, we have 25. So now, to convert this into percentage, we need to multiply by 100%, which is equal to 100 over 25. That's 4. 4 times 13. That's equal to 52%. So 52% of the big circle is not shaded.
Yes, I didn't know this formula. I didn't know this formula.
Did you understand everything?
Yes, I understood, but I just didn't know this formula that you showed. This one, pi 1/4 pi d squared. I didn't know it.
Even if you don't know this, Rahim, without using the formula, you can solve this problem.
How?
Yeah, because here, from here, if AB is equal to 3x, right? And what is its radius? Let's say its radius is, let's say this R2. That's equal to 3x over 2. And how about BC? The radius of BC, let's say R1, 2x over 2. And how about the radius of the biggest one? Actually, the biggest one is A1, right? This one is, okay, this one is A1, and this one is A2, this one is A3. So what is the radius of the biggest circle? The diameter over 2, that is 5x over 2. And now use the radius actually. You get the same thing here. As you see, again, we have 1 over 2, 1 over 2, 1 over 2.
1 over 2.
No, Rahim, what is the diameter? Diameter is the longest chord of a circle, right? That passes through the center. And we know that this is R, that is R. And this one is A, this one is B. And what is the diameter? Diameter is the longest chord, which means that that's equal to 2 times radius. So what is R from here? R is equal to D over 2. That's it. We're not doing anything here. Just expressing in different way.
Okay, now you have this. What do you do with this? How do you write the same thing, but how you wrote pi over 4 multiplied by 9x squared? How do you write this using a d over 2? You have 5x over 2 on top. How do you use it? What do you do with it?
Okay, just a minute, just a second. Let's do this on another screen. Okay, now that's the first one. Let's just accept this. Okay, so now first, Rahim, tell me if you're given a circle. Okay, if the radius is r, I'm saying that the area is equal to pi r squared. Do you agree with me? Huh?
Yes.
Okay.
Of a circle. How to find the area of a circle?
Yes, that's the area form of a circle, right? You know that.
Okay. Yes, yes,
So
yes.
that's enough for us. So now, number one. Okay. It says that AB to BC, that's equal to 3 over 2. It's the ratio, right?
Mhm.
So
Yes,
I'm
yes.
assuming that if I just multiply numerator and denominator by some number, let's say x or p, anything, doesn't matter. So it
Mhm.
gives us the actual value of these line segments. Let's say AB at the time, let's say it's equal to 3x. Then BC should be equal to 2x. So that the ratio is equal to 3 to 2. Now from here, right, I can also get what is AC? AC is equal to AB plus BC, which is equal to 3x plus 2x, that's equal to 5x.
How do you know the value of AC? Ah, yes, AC is, okay.
AB
Yes,
plus
AC.
BC, right? That's
Yes,
equal
yes,
to
yes, yes,
5x.
yes.
Now, from here, we know that actually this AB is the diameter, right? So let's say this one is, A1. And this circle is A2. And this circle is A3. Okay. So what is A1? Let me calculate here. What is A1? Area is equal to pi times radius squared, right? So what is the radius of A1? We know that that's equal to 3x. Diameter, right? Diameter of A2, that's equal to 2x. If the diameter is 3x, what is the radius? Radius is 3x over 2. And squared, pi r squared. Right? I'm just using this formula. A is equal to pi r squared. What is the radius of A1? That's equal to 3x over 2 because diameter is 3x.
Wait.
All right. So that's it, right? I'm not doing anything. Now, you know how to expand this. That's equal to pi times, right? I can actually write it as 9 over 4x squared because 3 squared is 9, 2 squared is 4, x squared is x squared. And how
Yeah.
about A2? A2 is equal to pi times radius squared. What is its radius? It is 2x over x squared, which is equal to pi. Here we have 2, right? So 2 cancels each other. Here we have pi x squared, right?
Yes, yes, yes.
And now, how about A3? Again, is equal to pi times r squared. What is the radius of the biggest circle? Its diameter is 5x, half of the diameter squared, which is equal to pi. 5 squared is 25 over 4x squared.
Okay, now what do you do with this?
Now, what's the question? You should understand the question. What percentage of the largest circle is unshaded? So that means that, what do they mean by this? They mean that we need to calculate this one, right? It is A1 plus A2 over A3. That means that A1, A2 out of A3 is unshaded. So later I can actually multiply this by 100% to change this into percentage. We know A1 is, what is it? Pi times 9 over 4 x squared. And how about A2? Pi times x squared. Over, how about A3? Pi times 25 over 4
Okay, but
x
Mr.
squared.
If we're trying to find unshaded part, should we not take A1? We should not take A3 minus open bracket A1 plus A2. Why are you dividing? So look like this. 1 second. So why don't we write like this? A3 minus A1
Rahim, it says unshaded, not shaded.
plus A2.
Yeah, if they say shaded region, then you just subtract A1, A2 from A3. But here it says that unshaded region, not shaded. So this A3 minus A1 plus A2, it is the shaded region. Okay, Rahim, I think maybe, I don't know, you're a bit tired or no, you cannot see the point, but it's very easy question. Unshaded region, that's A1 and A2, two circles. If they say that the shaded region, at that time, your answer is correct. But even if they say the shaded region, first, let me just find unshaded region. Since 52% of the circle is unshaded, right? So the shaded part will be 48%.
So if they ask unshaded, we should divide, but if shaded, we should minus.
Oh my gosh.
But you just said that.
I didn't say about the question. I'm saying that if you want to find the unshaded region, right? So you should just find A1 and A2 and add them up. If you want to find the area of the shaded region, now you need to find the area of the big circle and subtract the areas of this unshaded region. But to answer this question, it says what percentage? Then the shaded region over the whole region, right? And multiply by 100. It is the same thing. In the classroom, we have 20 students. 8 of them are girls, 12 of them are boys. What percentage of the students are boys? 12 out of all the students multiplied by 100%, right?
Okay, then you simplify, multiply by 100 and you get answer. Okay.
I think maybe you get a bit confused about something, I think. And that's why, because it's a very easy question. All right.
Mister, so what is the last answer?
52%.
Last answer is here. That's equal to 13 over 25. We have to express as a percentage, multiply by 100%. That's equal to 52%. That means that 52% of the circle is unshaded.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Push.
Adnan, are you here?
Yes.
Okay, read it, please.
What is the largest number of statements below that can be true at the same time? Anthony is lawyer. Anthony is an unlucky man. Anthony is a lucky man, but he's not a lawyer. If Anthony is a lawyer, then he's not a lucky man. If Anthony is a lawyer, then he's a lucky man.
Very easy question. Here the question is, what is the largest number of statements below that can be true at the same time?
I think the last one.
Last one, E?
Yes.
Why?
But I think that, is this like one question, one answer, or like multiple choice?
No, here, if you look at the statements, okay, So for them to be true, right? For example, let's say if I say that 3 statements are true, they should not contradict each other, right?
And not 5. Miss,
So now, for example,
Mr.
let's say, suppose that, for example, let's say Anthony is a lawyer. Let's say that is true. Now, Anthony is an unlucky man. They are not related
Also
to each other,
true.
right? So exclusively, actually, they can be, I mean, at the same time, they can be true at the same time. Both it is
Yes.
true. So Anthony is a lucky man. If Anthony is an unlucky man, he cannot be lucky man. That's so this statement must be
Yes.
false then. And if Anthony is a lawyer, then he is not a lucky man, right?
This is
It
true,
does not
and the last
contradict
one
the
is
first
Yes,
and
yes,
second sentence.
true.
It can be true. But if Anthony is a lawyer, then he is a
No,
lucky man.
false.
It is
Yeah,
false.
yeah, I just.
So that means
Then
that
it's
out of these
3,
three
3.
statements, 2 of them can be true.
But we
Out
have to
of these
check.
2, 1. So altogether, how many? 3.
3.
We cannot have more than 3 statements true at the same time.
No, but we can choose different statements. Maybe we get more.
Yeah, if you choose 2, for example, out of 3, 2 of them can be true. Out of 2, 1. If you choose another one, for example, which one? Let's say I say that Anthony is a lawyer, right? Take it as false. And at that time, we will have less true statements.
So first one will be true, and then last one will be true. Ah, yes, it's again.
Okay.
Okay. Yes.
Rahim, read the question and I'll give you 1.5 minutes. I mean, we did a lot of questions, not a lot, but a few examples like this, why you should understand how to do this. First, can you read the problem?
4 circles are drawn on flat surface. What is the greatest number of regions that can be formed on the surface? Okay.
Flat surface. Rahim, when you're
Yes.
reading, you should be carefully. Sometimes they say that rectangular piece of paper. Sometimes they say that on a surface of the table, but here it says flat surface. That means that it doesn't have any boundary, right?
Boundary.
Would you like some math questions? Huh? Yes or no? No. Then sleep the night. No, I want to. Read the book. Sorry.
Is it none of the above?
No.
Because it's unlimited.
How many did you find, Rahim? More than that or less than these numbers?
No, if there is no, they don't mention the size of the flat surface, we can draw a circle size of the planet.
No, it
So it
says,
can be,
what is the greatest number of regions that can be formed on the surface? How come? Yeah, we did a similar question. Again, you forgot how to do this.
Greatest amount of regions.
Like one circle, for example.
Yes.
I draw another circle here. Okay. For circles to form more regions, they must intersect each other at 2 different points. I draw another circle here. 3, right? So I need to draw another one in such a way that it must actually intersect other circles at 2 different points. Let's say it's my circle. So now I just put in such a way that it must intersect at 2 points with every circle. Maybe it is
Why?
like this.
They don't ask you to do that.
They don't ask you, but usually here the question is, what is the greatest number of regions, right? So we are going to make the most number of regions. To do this, 2 circles must intersect each other at 2 different points. Because if you draw like this, for example, let's say your circle is,
Yes,
one
yes,
case
I
is,
understood.
okay, like this, or they're touching each other, and they intersect each other at 2 different points. But here, how many regions? 1, 2, 3. Here, 1, 2, 3. But here, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay, so let me solve. One more. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I got 13.
13. Are you sure?
Yes.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12,
14.
13, 14. And Rahim, of course, here, the most important thing is accurate drawing. Make sure that if you just pick any two circles, they must be intersecting each other at two different points.
I missed one region. It's very small because I drew
Yeah.
this. Look, it's here.
Yeah, that's right.
Look right there.
Now,
Inside this
Rahim, now, Rahim, if I ask you, how about 5 circles, it will be more challenging than this because
Why?
there will be some reason, there will be
not even number.
if you just miss them. Huh?
Not even number.
What do you mean number?
Because it's gonna be an odd number. It's gonna be harder.
No. For example, here it says 4 circles, right? If it is 3 circles, it is quite easy. How about if I ask you 5 circles, for example?
It's gonna get more to the point where you can't even see them.
Yeah, I mean, you should draw it accurately so that you can see every region.
Let me solve. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. 19. I got
No,
19.
it's 22.
20. So wait, let me see. Yes, I missed this one. I got 20.
Do you also include the region outside all of the circles?
Yes, I just included this one, so it's 20.
Good. So it must be 22. When we have 5 circles, we can make 22 regions.
It doesn't matter how you put the circles. It will still
It
always
matters.
be
You should make sure that if you just pick any 2 circles, they must intersect each other at 2 different points.
No, it does, but if you put it, for example, to the bottom side, it's going to be more regions. So if you put it to the top, does that matter?
No, it doesn't matter. It's a circle. Yeah. Where you put doesn't matter.
Okay.
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 Good. Okay, let's move to the next question. How many triangles are there in the diagram below? Rahim, again, this kind of questions, as you know, you should just count in a systematic way. Okay, first count the triangle that has 1 part, triangle that has 2 parts, triangle that has 4 parts and 6 parts and 8 parts, and just collect them.
Do you see any 3-part triangles?
No, with 3 parts not possible, right? 4 parts.
Okay, so only 2. 4 parts.
I mean, triangle which has 4 parts, can you see that? Or this one, right?
I got 32, but I think I did something wrong.
32?
Yes.
Really? How did you count?
Okay, first one part triangles. It's 16.
Okay, let me just write 1. It is 2. It is 4. How about 6? 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, not possible. 8, right? 1.
8? There's no 8-part triangles.
How about 6?
No, it's only 4 max.
4. Okay, 1, how many? 1, 2, 3,
16.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 16. Okay, 2. 1,
2, I got
2,
8.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
It's even more than I got.
10, right? 26. Okay. And how about 3? I mean 4.
There's 2. 4,
This
4,
is
4.
1, right?
Ah, there's 30. Okay.
And
30,
okay.
30.
Where's another one?
Look, there is one here and one on top of it.
1 here.
Yes, yes. These 2.
And also
One.
this one, right?
Yes, yes, that one.
And
And
also
also
this
the other
one.
one parallel, yes.
So there's 4.
That's it. Yes, 4.
Altogether 30.
30. I didn't count 2-part triangles correctly.
Okay. All right. Rahim, let's solve this question and finish the class, okay? Because we're running out of time. After 2016, actually in Sasmo, they also included statistics, okay? This question is related to statistics. Let's solve it together, Rahim, okay? And after that, next class, we will solve question from 17 to 25. Usually these questions are a bit long and harder questions. Can you read the question quickly for Rahim?
Bar chart below shows the number of cars sold in town A in the first half of the year 2015. For example, 4,700 cars were sold in January, while X thousand cars were sold in February. The number of cars sold in June is double the number of cars sold in February. The average number of cars sold in each month is 5,400. What is the percentage increase in the number of cars from May to June?
Okay. So I think you understand we are talking about this bar graph, right? January, February, March, April, May, June, and that's it. The first half of the year, that is 6 months, right? So in February, it is X. And also, what did it say?
In Sasmo, if we have this kind of question, will they include bar chart?
Yeah, sometimes they use bar chart or pie charts. Even they may ask
They
about.
will show it.
Yeah, of course. If you don't show, how can you solve it?
Maybe we have to make it ourselves. Like
No. They're asking that the chart below, right? So here we are talking about this chart.
Mhm.
Anyway, these numbers, you know that the number of cars sold in June is double the number of cars sold in February. So in February and June, right? Which means that in June it is Y, that is double. That is 2 times number of cars sold in February. That's our first observation. And also it says that the average number of cars sold in each month is 5,400. What does it mean? It means that to find the average number, right? We need to add all the numbers sold throughout this year, throughout the 6 months, and divide it by 6. So at that time, it gives us that 4.7 plus X plus 3.35 plus 5.6 plus 6.9 plus Y. What is Y? Y is 2X. And we should divide this by 6X. So that's equal to 5,400, which means that that's equal to 5.4, because here everything is in thousands here. So now, if we solve this equation, we will get, it is 6, right? Not X, it's just 6. So here we have 4.7, that is 4.7 plus 3.35 plus 5.6 plus 6.9. That's equal to what is it? 20.55. So here we have 20.55, and x plus x, that's equal to 3x, and take 4 to the right hand side. So here we have 6 times 5.4. Now from here, what is 3x? 3x equals 6 times 5, 30. 6 times 4, 2.4. So that is 32.4 minus 20.55. Now, if you divide both sides by 3, here we have 32.4 minus 20.55 and divided by 3. So the answer is, what is it? 3.95. And of course, you are not allowed to use the calculator, but these are small numbers. And yes.
But here, don't you just multiply the fractions? So all this that you wrote on top over 6 multiply by 5.4 over 1. And then you just crosswise multiply, no? It doesn't work like this.
What?
So look, what you wrote here, and then over 1, then you multiply this crosswise.
Yeah, I'm doing it like this. I just multiply both sides by 6.
You are? Oh, okay.
Okay. So what is the question? Here the question is, what is the percentage increase in the number of cars from May to June? So in May, actually 6,900 cars were sold. How about in June? That is 2x, 2 times. What is x? That is 3.95, which is equal to 7.90, right?
Yes.
So now it said the percentage increase. So the percentage increase is 7.9 minus 6.9 out of 6.9. And now we should multiply this by 100%, which is equal to, here is this 10 times 100, 1,000 over 6.9. If we have percent.
Why are you writing 7.9 minus 6.9? Just, can you just write 1?
Percentage increase, right? It was 6.9. In June, it becomes 7.90.
Yes, but just write 1.
Yeah, I can just write 1. I'm just showing what's the increase here. Anyway, it doesn't matter. So here, 1,000 over 6.9, and 1,000 is divided by 6.9. That's equal to, what is it? That is 100, right? Not 1,000. That's equal to 14.49 something percent. So now if you round off this to the nearest whole number, that's equal to 14%, because this one is less than 5. So the answer is here 14%.
Is it multiple choice, this question?
No. From 16 to 25, it's not a multiple choice.
Oh, okay.
Okay, Rahim, that's enough for today. Keep practicing. Okay, I have already shared the papers. If you finish, if you let me know, I can give you more. We had a bit speed up, only 3 weeks left. Okay, see you on Friday.
Can you share 2015 papers too?
Yes.
Yes, Sasmo.
Okay, I will share with you, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
Bye, thank you.
See you on
Have a
Friday.
nice day.
Bye-bye.